Welcome back. Illinois up by 3 as we're ready to begin the second quarter. A big game as we've talked about here. Iowa and Michigan State are in a battle right now, and if the Hawkeyes fall, Illinois jumps up to second place on these Hoosiers.
With the win, George, yes, exactly. The Illini will jump above the Hawkeyes, who they have beaten this building already. So this game just gets that much more important. Lots on the line for Indiana, but a lot on the line for Illinois as well.
3 minutes left in the third quarter in East Lansing. The Hawkeyes up by 1. As Garzone takes advantage of McKenzie's over pursuit. Can't get it to fall, however. And now Genesis Bryant back the other way.
It's a tough miss for the Hoosiers. They got to see that one fall.
Bryant around a screen and a nice find inside to Adalia McKenzie.
We're here talking about the Illini are playing really well down low so far. Obviously, Shauna Green had a very different approach to this game, and it's shown so far. The Illini are very active on both sides of the ball, and it's impressive.
Grace Berger trying to post up. Now inside Garzone. Nice move, navigation of the ball through traffic, and she gets the points.
Beautiful use of the offhand there by Garzone, going down with the left and then goes back up with the right. Puts it in easily, and the Hoosiers are just keeping this one so close right now.
Certainly equaling the pressure Illinois has applied. Kyra Cook dribbling inside traffic. Now back to Bryant. 10 on the shot clock as Bryant tries to do the same. They're trying to get it inside to the big. That's Bostic, but Grace Berger takes it away.
Yeah, you're not going to get that one past Mackenzie Holmes down there. She was right there, got the tip pass, and was able to get the steal.
Holmes going after Bostic on a one-on-one, and it appears she'll get to the line.
That's a matchup the Hoosiers are going to want to go with all night long. Holmes is just towering over the Illini as a whole. Bostic can only do so much at 6'2", but Holmes is just going to try to dominate the paint all night long like she did in the December 4th matchup.
One of 2 for Mackenzie Holmes. And again, Indiana keeping it close. They're equaling the pressure that Illinois has put on them by getting the guards inside.
That's exactly what the game plan was coming in, too. Got to make sure to double team Holmes based off her performance in the game we talked about so much already.
Well, on the offensive side, too, they get the guards down low. It's not just big against big, as a 3 does not go there. And a rebound now from Jada Peoples. Cook thought about a second chance. Now Bryant will apply that second chance and hits.
She can hit. Can't leave her open. She will deliver a big one if she's that open. Genesis Bryant taking advantage of the fact in the lapse of the Hoosiers defense there.
And a great sell there by Makira Cook. It's defense paving the way. That's something they really worked on over the last 2 weeks in practice.
Absolutely. Interior defense, especially going into this matchup with how much taller Indiana is. They're going to have to take advantage of those matchups. And if they feel any pressure from the offense backing down, they'll probably try to sell that pretty well. And that was a really good job there by Makira Cook to take that one and force the Indiana turnover.
Great teams have the ability to win in multiple ways. And again, we talk about with Illinois' defense, their greatest strength is they're switching, they're communicating, running a 2-3, but switching very often. McKenzie's still able to hold on to that one, but can't get the bucket to fall. And now they're winning it through one-on-one battles, as seen on the charge. Great teams able to win in multiple ways. As a nice drive there from Moore McNeil. She'll get to the stripe.
You're absolutely right. Going back to what you're saying there, George, both these teams can win games in so many different ways. We've seen the Illini in transition play get wins, on the defensive end get wins, and the same with the Hoosiers. The Hoosiers get it done defensively. I mean, they just came off a win against Wisconsin where they only scored 56 points against the Hoosiers. That just goes to show. I mean, the Hoosiers almost had as many points in the paint as the Badgers had points. That just shows how good of a basketball team Terry Morin has, and it's been a very impressive season for the number 6 squad in the country.
And on that point about defensive prowess, again, a staple of Terry Morin-led programs. But they have a lot of players, Moore McNeil, who's at the line, and Berger in particular, who are just Pac-Man players. They're just running all over the court and causing chaos on the defensive side. You can't take your eyes off of them for a minute. That's part of what makes them so lethal on the defensive end.
They can spread the floor so well.
Right on cue there, as it appears Illinois will hold on to it for the time being. But Indiana still within 3. We've talked about how well Illinois has done in this game. They hung right in there. And it appears a moving screen, a push-off. That might be 2 on Boston. And it is.
That is something the Illini do not want to see. Obviously, Kendall Bostic against Minnesota in the last time out dealt with the exact same situation, getting in foul trouble early, but Giovanna Lopez back in. She's going to have to be the spark for this Illini team while Kendall Bostic has to sit, and you can just see how frustrated she is on the bench.
And are they targeting Mackenzie Holmes inside with Bostic out? They are. She's unable to handle it, though, as an air ball subsequently from Yarden Garzon. So no surprise to see them targeting Holmes. Illinois showed 2. They brought 2 to go against Holmes. And from there, look for the quick ball movement from Indiana to make the difference.
Yeah, well, one big comes out, another big comes in. Lily Meister, who stands at 6'3" in the game now. So this Indiana team does not get any smaller.
She's often the answer when Holmes is out. Bryant back at the wing. Fight for the rebound, pulled out to Sydney Parrish. Quick pass inside to Moore McNeil. A good body up there from Lopez. And a foul call.
Ooh, wow. That's a tough one. Shauna Green visibly upset about that, but must have been some sort of contact on the arm there from Giovanna Lopez on Moore McNeil.
That is now 4 on Illinois. 1 more. And free throws the rest of the way that might end up making the difference in this half at the very least for Indiana.
That's just something you don't really want against a team who shoots over 75% from the free throw line on the season, but big one here.
And that can hurt them late in games, that 75% number, if it's close. Illinois with that exact same number. We've seen that make the difference at times in these close games. Ohio State, Indiana for Illinois, and for the Hoosiers, of course, everyone looks to Michigan State. Able to hold on to it now there, Garzon. Quick pass up to Moore McNeil. Calling for the screen from Parrish, she gets it. Now Scalia with a 3, does not go.
That's a shot the Illini are going to live with all day long, especially if it doesn't go in. Shauna Green talked about wanting to neutralize the three-point shooters and give the interior looks for the Hoosiers, but if those don't go in, that's going to make Coach Green happy all night long.
Contain them from 3, contain them from 3. Don't let them get active. That was a big focus for Shauna Green going into this game, as a reach-in will be called on the Hoosiers. And back in the game now come Mackenzie Holmes and Grace Berger. So let's see what they'll do now on the offensive side. As Kendall Bostic continually out now with 2 fouls. Bryant shot fake now to Oden at the top of the key. Now Makira Cook on the near side. Cook driving inside, now back out to Peebles. Peebles trying to do the same. Great defense here in the paint by Indiana. They're forcing Illinois back out as a 3 does not go, and that will be a shot clock violation. Great defense right there as Illinois tried to go inside.
And that's where the Hoosier height just comes into play big time. We saw it there. Makira Cook just had no option but to chuck one up with a shot clock running down. Got tipped, and just like that, it was a dead possession for the Illini. So great defense by the Hoosiers, and I'm sure we'll see more of that tonight.
In the first quarter for Illinois, as a one-on-one, Mackenzie Holmes wins the day against something to watch. In the first quarter for Illinois, they got the guards active on the offensive side, down low. And now Indiana's doing the same thing on defense, and it seems to be denying Illinois. They're kept to the outside now. Right on cue, Genesis Bryant has to back up. Now she has it again. Trying to go inside, loses control of it, and a jump ball called that will go the Hoosiers' way. Momentum swinging towards them as it's now a tie game. And Illinois set to bring another big in after this break. So we will be back shortly as Indiana has seemed to have found an answer. Deny Illinois inside, and Mackenzie Holmes winning the day on the other side. We'll be back after this in a tie game.